Mark Elder in the house, Julian Placino, and Foster Williams, the job problem. Career Search at City Works. Career Search at City Works. Come on, man. Y'all make it. Give us your comments on LinkedIn Live. Jake's Melton in the house. Oh. Tell us, Foster, what's it about?
Hey, Mark, you want to close that door?
No.
Somebody can bust in on us if you close the door, man.
Hey, welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but who you know can make all the difference in your job search.
Know.
All right, guys, so we're a little bit late today. We had some technical difficulties, but thank you so much for coming and being with us today. We're super excited to bring this show to you. We've got some very special guests with us today. We've got Bob Ernst in the house. What's up, Bob?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. And we got Marie Reynolds.
Marie Reynolds.
I did it the third time.
You're consistent.
I'm consistent. Yeah. That is true. Well, thank you both.
Consistently wrong.
Consistent. Hey, I mess names up. That's just what I do.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
That's kind of like my MO.
It's call sign.
He doesn't mean it. He's honest about it.
I don't mean it. But, yes, thank you so much for being with us today. We do want to just dive into the audience real quick, though. So, guys, if you're tuning in.
Stage dive. Here we come, y'all.
Here we come. I want you to tune in with us and check in with us. Make sure you put what you are searching for. So put a hashtag like, IT, hashtag project management, QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is you're looking for. I want you to go ahead and put that in the comments section. If you are hiring, this is super important. I want you to put hashtag now hiring, right? And also, I think we should talk about tags. This is real important. Anybody that's helped you, encouraged you, maybe there's a recruiter that you want to talk to, just tag them. And the easiest way to do that, just tap the @ symbol, and you can put that in the comments as well. So we really appreciate you tuning in with us. Mark, you want to just dive into the prayer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get in there, Mark.
Guys, join me in a few words to our Creator. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for just this day, this opportunity to gather here together to share great information to a great network. We have a lot of listeners out there. Some people are hurting. We know that. I pray that you would bring them comfort and peace, bring them assurance that you have them, you've got their back, and that you are watching over them. Pray that you would bless this conversation as well. I pray that you would speak through us, and in your name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and check in with the audience. We got Greg Krause in the house.
Oh, Greg.
Hey.
What's going on, Greg? Oh, man, we got Ike Winfield.
Is Greg back here in the area?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Greg, let us know when that house in Florida sells.
Ooh.
And we're going to talk more about that. Tyler Lee, what's going on? He says hashtag hiring, hashtag IT. Good to see you here with us. Let's see, Cyrus Powell.
Oh, Cyrus, are you out there? What's up, Cy?
Yeah, we got Cyrus in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Michelle Barrett, how are you?
Hey, Michelle.
Every day, all day, every day. We
Gene
appreciate
Clay.
you.
You see Gene Clay, my man?
I do.
50 grand. Is he out there?
Yeah.
What's up, Gene Clay?
Nancy Little, how are you? Good to see you here with
Nancy.
us. Dan. Oh, Dan was at the ABTP, ABGD,
Yeah, all that.
The
Yep.
Elemental P meeting we had yesterday.
ABTP,
You down with OPP?
BTNG.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, go ahead and put what that name of that place was in the comment section. Because I don't know. It's what was it, Mark?
ABTP.
AB.
All the
TP?
alphabet.
TP. Yeah, something like that.
BTNG?
Yeah, it's
The
a
whole
technology
alphabet.
networking group, right? Technology networking group. Anyway, I spoke there yesterday. I should know the name of it, but they have like 12 letters. So anyway, good to see you here with us, Dan. Jeff Mason in the house. What's up, Jeff? Tommy Lindsay. Hey, Tommy was there yesterday.
Lindsay is the man.
Yeah, we saw him there as well.
50
so.
grand, Tom.
Alan Bergman. So he says hashtag strategic planner. So, guys, thank you so much for checking in with us. We really appreciate you. And remember, if you are hiring, I want you to start putting hashtag now hiring in the comments section. It's important for us to hear from you and so that all of the audience can collaborate. We do have people land jobs from the comment section, and that's just crazy to me. I think that it's one of the first. I don't know. We're probably the first time that's ever happened in history that people have gotten hired from live comments.
That is
yeah,
a big old blessing.
It just blows my mind.
It blows my mind too.
That happens, but it's the power of the network.
It
so
is the
it's
power
of who you know. So, real quick too, we always want to start off with that little arrow down at the bottom of your screen. There's some letters next to it, SHARE. I think that says share.
Yep.
So go ahead and mash that button.
Mash that share
Mash it.
button.
Wow.
I don't have a sound effect. I don't have a mash the button.
I am the sound effect.
There you go.
Hit that sound effect button.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Hey,
Okay,
Dan Irvin.
let's go to some landings. We've got some very
yeah.
special. I can't talk today. Special. Congratulations to give out. Let's see some hands on LinkedIn. Can I get a drum roll? Drum roll. Sylvia Ferris. All right.
Sylvia, congratulations.
Want to see some hands on LinkedIn. Congratulations. She is actually gonna be helping us out. You want to know why?
Yeah, what's up?
She landed
Why that?
because
Yeah,
she
Sylvia,
is now.
what you going to do?
She's now a supply chain recruiter
I like it.
at MSI International,
Oh.
and we're gonna pay it forward. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Sylvia,
saying?
you're going to pay it forward.
She gonna pay it forward
Bringing
up
it
in
back.
It
this.
pays off. It pays off.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we got Andy Cook online with us. Andy, what's up?
Hey, Andy.
Andy Cook.
Andy, we
y'all-
love you.
I want y'all to know this is the lady that's gonna hire you, Andy
Mhm.
Cook. She's off the
Yep.
chain.
She can get you in. Her and Matt
Mhm.
Harrington and the folks over at
Alexis,
Matrix.
where's Steve? Alexis, tell Steve to hook up with us.
Yeah. All right. Who else we got? Who's landed? Foster. You were mentioning some other.
Joe Scarfo, guys.
Oh.
Joe
Hey.
Scarfo this morning, and it's a neat story. It's a long story. I'm not going to tell it. Joe tells it a lot better than I do. And then, of course, our Tanya Council is going to Arkansas
Yeah.
to work for Linux. And we had Linux. We had the whole talent acquisition, everything from Linux on the show
Yep.
last year.
Last year.
We got a special treat. We actually talked to her today,
Yep.
and we're going to try and get
Tanya's
them back.
already paying it forward.
We're going to try and get them back next week in the
Yep.
show.
We're gonna get the
Good.
Linux team back on. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Before she leaves, we're trying. Hopefully we
Oh,
can.
yeah.
Before Tanya leaves, we'll try to get the whole
Uh-huh.
Linux team on the show.
Because
so
we got to get Little Rock in order.
Yeah.
That's where she's going.
That's what she said. She said she's gonna pay it forward there.
She
Guys,
will.
that's how this network happens, right? So
Good
over
point.
time, we've built relationships with all these people and helped so many people that they want to pay it forward. And now she's landed and she's going to be in Arkansas
Going to be in
helping
the rock.
people get jobs in Arkansas from the
Eating
Who You Know Network.
Pettigene meats.
What?
But there's a meat company called Pettigene that's really, really, really well known in Arkansas. Oh
Okay.
my God, you ought to try that Pettigene stuff.
Pettigene meat.
All right.
Like
To me, it's
barbecue
like
meats?
it's like what Oscar Mayer or something here. That they're their own thing.
Oh.
They are Arkansas born and bred. So anything that you guys are thinking is probably true.
Look, hold on. Here's what's funny. I got to stop the show for just a second. We got Sydney over here. Sydney.
Sydney,
See, I can't.
you got to get these names right.
I can't
I
do
won't
these
take it
things.
personally, though.
She's new with us in the studio today. She's producing this show, and what's so cool about it, she's over here just cracking up at Foster.
Cracking.
Just cracking
And
up
I'm
at
the
Foster.
elder statesman. I don't know. Mark might be older than me. I don't know.
Foster likes to talk about.
Wow.
Foster likes to talk about barbecue.
Everything's about food. You guys,
And
if y'all
meats.
don't eat, you can't live to get a job. Sorry.
That's
the way it
true.
is.
I want to give another special shout out. I didn't see her on before, but Melanie Kirk.
Melanie Kirk.
Melanie
Oh,
Kirk.
Melanie's on there?
Yeah.
Mel,
hey,
call me
Melanie.
after the show.
She's on Facebook. She's on our Facebook Live.
Oh,
Oh, very
good,
cool.
Mel.
Very, very cool. All right, let's talk
Aaron
about
Mark.
some
Oh,
events. So, of course, we've got
Yes.
Frisco Connect coming up next.
Tuesday, you
next
guys.
Tuesday.
And we're going to have Mr. Swain is going to come out and share with us about
Stephen
Swain?
Stephen Swain.
Okay, guys.
He's
Yeah.
going to come out and share with us about around the network, what's going on, what he's seen, what he decided he was going to become a part of. It's
Okay,
pretty
guys,
cool.
I want to talk to the audience real quick. You need to come out to Frisco Connect then,
Mhm.
okay? I want y'all to hear me now.
There's
okay?
donuts there, y'all.
You need to come. This whole audience needs to come out to the meeting. Stephen Swaim's going to have a word for you. I promise you. You need to come because
Oh, yeah, he will.
so I'm excited to hear that here he's going to be speaking. So
Uh-huh.
that's great, guys. Y'all need to be there. So Frisco Connect is every first and third Tuesday.
Yes.
Mhm.
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock, Stonebriar Community Church.
Yes.
And it's a great meeting where you're going to get to meet some people, you're going to get to network, you're going to learn some great things, get inspired. There's
And
always a guest speaker.
3 words: we have fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All the time. Every time.
Yep.
Every time.
All day, day.
Let me tell you too about Stephen Swain. If I may interject, Stephen is in the search, right? So
yeah, Stephen's in search.
he's in the search, and so man, Stephen is just a great guy. He is a church planter. He is out in Fate, Texas, east of like Rockwall, or all that area, and he is planting a church out there. But in addition to that, and also in addition to being in the search, he has started a career transition group out there.
Yes.
So, man, you guys, that is a perfect example of a servant leader.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody who is giving back and volunteer. This is something that you all could do. Volunteer. Make good use of your time while you have some extra time in the search and pay it forward there.
Absolutely.
That's right. And Stephen, if you guys go to Stephen's LinkedIn profile, he's got videos that he has produced to help people in the job search and people in corporate America learn certain things about how to network and all of that kind of stuff. Go check out Stephen, SWAIM, not N-M.
Hey, we got John Luce on.
Hey,
John
what's
Luce
going
is
on?
with us.
Hey, John. He
Speaking
said,
of-
tell them where it is.
Stonebriar Community Church
And he
is
said, and coffee.
4801.
Coffee.
Is that what it is? 4801 Legendary
4801
Drive?
Legendary.
Is that-
legendary, though?
Is it 4801 or 2801?
It's 4801.
4801. 4801. See, how did I know that? It just comes off. See, I can't get names right, but I can get address.
You're there a couple of times a
4801.
month.
Okay, Rayman.
Y'all, Ladina Piper's on with us.
Ladino, what's going on? Okay, so real quick, some other events that are coming up. March
Thank you,
19th,
Alexis.
we've got Next Level Summit. So on the last show, we had Mr. Always Good,
Yeah, and
Joe
his
Joe
wife.
Joe
Yeah.
Gazel, and he gave away some tickets. So I know we have some lucky winners that are tuned in on the last show. He gave away 10 free tickets. So that's awesome. Hopefully we can see you guys there. And I'm actually going to be presenting there, so I'm excited about
good.
that. And then April 23rd, 25th through the 25th is Video Marketing World coming up. And we'll talk more about that on the commercial break. TalentNet in Austin.
TalentNet Live.
Yes, TalentNet Live in Austin is
Also got the
March-
best barbecue. Y'all got to go down there.
Oh man, squirrel.
We
That's
got
going
to
be
go.
March 13th. Okay, and that is the event for all of the recruiters and hiring managers and companies that are trying to look for best practices for hiring. Right, but guess what? It's not just for them. Job seekers can go too. Now it does cost money. Okay, I
It will be
understand.
well worth it.
But I promise you, you get in a room full of decision makers, and they're going to do some really cool. And you get to learn their perspective. You get to learn their challenges, their problems, and that's pretty valuable. You know what I mean?
If we learn who we are trying to communicate with, I think our job search will be a lot better. We'll know what to expect, guys.
Yep.
We won't be so hard on these corporate and these recruiters. Oh my God, we really get pounded.
Oh, we got a great comment here. Just came in from Paul.
Hey,
so
Paul.
he says, Trevor, can you update us on LinkedIn and Microsoft event in March? So I'm actually going to roll that out to Foster. I'm going to let him do the honors on that one. Foster?
So, guys, okay, we did get the official. So every second Monday of every month, we're going to be at Microsoft campus over in Las Colinas. We are forming a new general networking group. That means that everybody, guys, just because it's at Microsoft does not mean it's an IT focus group. It's not an IT meeting, guys. It's for everybody. You know what, guys? Microsoft, big old company, right? I hear y'all agreeing with me. Okay. So it takes all, I'm trying to talk with a New York accent. All
Smart
the
park.
background. Yeah, we got smart guys.
That's
No, I'm
Austin.
kidding. But all the background, the same thing that Trevor and Mark talk about with New York Life being such a big company, it takes everything to run that company. So if you're in HR, there might be an opportunity there. Definitely IT, guys. I want you guys to show up. You guys are my IT CSN. You hear me? So there are finance and accounting opportunities at Microsoft. Everything. Legal even. Because we had a very powerful corporate lawyer in our HR group this morning.
Compliance,
So,
all of it.
Definitely comply.
You know what I'm
With the-
talking
with
about?
the compliance
we got to comply.
With the compliance
I mean,
part?
the cops are not going to be there, but the compliance guys are.
We had a conversation when I was at the Microsoft store, so it was pretty interesting. I met
Yeah.
with those guys over there. They were giving out free headshots to the community from LinkedIn, and I was like, I saw this event, and I was real excited about it. I was like, oh, cool. LinkedIn's giving out free headshots. We do that too, right? So I go down there to the Microsoft store, talk with a couple of folks, and they were like, "We need you guys." Oh my gosh, they were like, "We like," because the store was dead, right? The store was absolutely dead.
Yeah,
they're giving out headshots, and they have, workshops and how to, LinkedIn workshops and all this stuff free, and I'm like, and it's dead.
Yeah,
it's in the mall. It's dead, and I showed them. I was like, "Well, we do this show and all this and that and the other." And they were like, oh my gosh, we need you. So I'll meet with them tomorrow, and we'll see. I know you got that deal set up. We'll see if we can set something else up. We got a lot of things cooking, man. I'm excited. We're going to get to help so many people, right?
As we say in my neighborhood, perfecto.
Isn't that amazing? Perfecto.
Perfecto.
You know what I'm talking about? So, okay, cool. So we got a lot of events going on. Again, I talked about Next Level Summit, March 19th. We got Video Marketing World. That's April 23rd to the 25th. Talent Net Austin. Guys, y'all need to go check that out.
Tommy said because they're all at the Apple Store.
They're
But
all
the
at
Apple
the
Store's closed, Tommy.
Wait. Uni Elder said something before Tommy said that.
No, it's dead because it's in the mall. How about that?
Well, when you're in the mall, you're going to be on retail time, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in the mall. It's dead. Like in the middle of the day in the mall, it's dead.
Right.
I mean, it just is. So anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's good. We got all those events going on. Talent Net Austin, March 13th. You need to go to that event. I would check it out if I were you. I mean, what do you got to lose? A trip?
Absolutely.
You're gonna drive down there, spend some time driving, whatever.
And especially get you guys at the launch pad down there. I hope you're listening today. You guys are already in Austin. You guys definitely need to go out and see the Marie down there. Get everybody to go over and check that out.
Most def. All right, so I'm going to do the job seeker tip of the week. All right, got the drum roll here.
Oh,
all right, so here's what it is, guys.
With us. I see him. Okay.
We're finding that statistically people are getting about one interview per month. Okay. And I talked about this yesterday at the event we were at. One interview per month.
Mm-hmm.
That is scary.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for just a second. That means I'm in the search for 6 months. I only got 6 opportunities, 6 interviews. And for the audience, I want you to reflect on those numbers. If you're getting more than that, if you're getting 2, 3, 4 interviews a month, you're doing really, really well. Actually, you're probably going to land any time now. If you're getting around that average, around 1 a month, we need to increase your activity. Okay, we need to get you more interviews, plain and simple. But my tip for today is if you're only getting 1 opportunity,
right,
that's all you got. This is like that Eminem. If you only get 1 shot, do not miss your chance to blow. What's that song? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Lord.
Eminem?
Yeah,
That's
the
an
Eminem
Eminem
song.
song.
Yeah. What?
Lose yourself.
Lose yourself, right? You only got 1 shot.
Marie, you go, girl.
Right?
Lift it up. Hey.
Kinda cool.
That's good. That's good, right?
She got kids.
If you only get 1 shot, are you going to miss this opportunity? You know how he goes off, Eminem, in the song. Anyway, you only get 1 shot, right? 1 opportunity. So what are you doing with that? Are you practicing? So what I want to plug real quick is obviously the Pit Crew, practice interview team, okay? So I'm going to pull this up in the stream. If you guys can pull this up. Dallas Pit Crew, Christ United Methodist Church.
Right.
It's Wednesdays at 1, so they actually met today, right? And they're going to help you prepare for that interview, right? You're going to actually go in there with a panel, and I would recommend 2 things. First, you want to observe. All right, you want to see what's going on. If it's your first time going, just observe. Then get in the ring. There's nothing like getting punched in the face that will help you prepare
Reminds me
for a
of bull
boxing
ring in
match,
football.
Right? You can't just watch somebody box and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be a good boxer." No. You got to get in there and you got to get punched in the face a few times to understand how to duck and bob and weave. And when you get in the ring, when you get in the Dallas Pit Crew, and they're gonna punch you in the face a few times, right? They're gonna ask some questions that you've never thought about. In a way that you've never thought about, it's going to help ingrain those answers, the best answers in your brain.
And how to answer them.
And how to answer them when you go to those interviews. So, first of all, Dallas Pit Crew, number 1. Number 2.
Our workshop.
Well, our workshop's going to teach you how to prepare for those, after the interview, right? What do you do? What's your follow-up?
We're trying to get y'all more than one interview a month.
Yeah, I want to help you increase your interviews, but I also want to, teach you what to do after. I know a lot of people are sending, the thank you cards and thank you emails and stuff like that. We're going to help you with that process, too, to teach you the best practices for that. So, anyways, guys, prepare for your interviews. That's my tip of the week.
Absolutely. You'll have a
Stephen Swaim's on.
Stephen Swain.
Oh,
Steve, are you with
man.
us? Steve, we're going to see you on Tuesday.
Yay. All right, guys, I think let's just go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break. We're going to hear from our sponsors, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we've got Marie
Hello, yes.
Reynolds
Right.
in the
Marie
house.
Reynolds, you guys. Reynolds, that's a strong name, y'all know.
Yeah, not Mary, Marie.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. All right. So,
I see a commercial up there that you guys should be watching. It's for VIP Staffing. They are a finance and accounting firm, very boutique, really, really good relationships with their customers, guys. Check out Allie Schroeder and Casey Haston. Casey Haston has her own podcast. We were on I don't know if it was the first podcast, but we were on her podcast. You guys check out VIP Staffing. Check them out.
you got to.
You got to. They're really good. They know what they're doing. I've been recruiting a long time.
Also, every Monday, 1 to 5, is where we're going to teach you best practices on how to get out of the black hole, right? So I know you're applying online right now, and that resume is just going into cyberspace. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you to get 2 live conversations a day, 2 conversations a day, every day with decision makers, real human people, right? Because we got to rehumanize the job search process right now. It's just dehumanized. So come out, Dallas Cowboy World Headquarters. It's a very cool venue, right? Like, not only, I'm a Cowboy fan, so that's cool, right? And if you're a Cowboy fan, that's even better.
And
if you're
Gene
not,
Clay, you're not a Cowboy fan, but the Cowboys are not going to lose a game next year.
hey,
I will refrain.
come on, Mark.
He's a
Just
Bear
go ahead.
fan.
Go ahead.
Come
We'll
on.
refrain.
Come
The Bears.
on.
Okay. Thanks. You don't have to be a Cowboys fan to come and join us. If you're an Eagles fan or a Giants fan, I'll kick you out. It's cool. Just kidding. No, we want to help everyone. So come out. You get to meet the crew. We're going to teach you how to get out of the black hole. We're also going to do a happy hour, which is really nice for you, upstairs in the Cowboys Club. And you never know what you're going to see. Sometimes you'll see Jerry fly his helicopter in, or sometimes the
it's kinda
players.
cool,
It's
yeah.
really neat. It actually is pretty cool. So you never know what you're going to see. It's fun. We want to make it fun for you, but you do need to register for this event. Registration only. And if you cannot make it for some reason, just give us a heads up, and that way we can open your seat up for someone else.
Right.
Every Monday, 1 to 5.
Send me
please
guys,
do.
if you want to go, send me an email. Say, hey, I want to go to that.
All right. Next up, we have JFS. Say it with me. JFS. What does that stand for?
JFS.
Jewish Family Service. All right. So what is Jewish Family Service? It is a
Jill, Fanny, and
community
Susan.
outreach organization. They have a ton of resources there. So Mitch and Allison over at JFS are 2 very important connections. Mitch runs the career transition groups over there, and their efforts, they have coaching, they have counseling, they have the networking groups, they have a food pantry, they have a ton of resources. So if you are in the search, you do not need to be Jewish to get help there. So be sure that you plug in. You can see on there their contact information. Go to their website. You can register for some of the networking groups there.
And next we've got Video Marketing World. I had mentioned this earlier. So this conference is amazing, guys. This conference is for business owners, entrepreneurs, maybe even recruiting agencies, right? If you are trying to up your game, right? You're trying to be visible. You're trying to maybe get new clients, or, figure out best practices to recruiting, or market yourself. Maybe you're a job seeker and you're like, you know what? I need to brand myself and market myself to bring in recruiters. Guys, this event's for you. It's going to teach you all the best practices with video, right? We talk a lot about video on this show, because video is the number one way that people communicate on this planet today. Right? How do our children learn today?
Right, Fanny Dunnigan?
It's YouTube, right? YouTube is how people learn today on this planet. So April 23rd through the 25th, make sure you register. Also, Ethan Butte, that's the guy you see up on the screen right now.
And $50,000. Right?
Yep. He is actually the author of Rehumanize Your Business, and because of the relationship between BombBomb and Video Marketing World and the Who You Know Show, you can get $200 off with coupon code INSIDER. And we're going to teach you, again, how to rehumanize your job search or rehumanize your business. This is a tool that works in business, and it works in the job search. That's what's really cool about it.
How do we really use technology? How do we really communicate with people once we use the technology to get there?
Yeah, we got to get there. That's what this is all about, guys. So make sure you sign up for that. That's April 23rd through the 25th. All right. Now let's go ahead and check in with our audience here. Who do we got with us? We
Oh,
got,
Steve Hippolyte's with us.
oh, what's going on?
I told his wife to tell him to get on the show.
Tanya Council. Hey, there she is.
Tanya.
Everybody, hands on LinkedIn. Tanya landed,
Hey.
right? So at Linux, guys, congratulate Tanya right now. Put some hands on LinkedIn. We also have
right.
Laura Poole. We've got Kevin.
Yay,
we've got
Laura.
Steven. We got all this great audience with us. Here's what we want you to do. Remember, hashtag what you're searching for. Put hashtag IT, project management, QA, whatever it is that you're looking for. Put it in the comments section. If you're hiring, put hashtag now hiring. And then last but not least, hit that share button. Sharing is caring, and you never know how many people this could help, okay?
Right. Laura Poole and Maureen Walkinshaw are going to be on our show. Laura, was it the 18th that you guys signed in, or was it the 11th? I can't remember.
Let us know in the
let us know.
comments.
They're awesome. We got to tell all about the workshop we have in Fort Worth on Monday nights.
All right. Well, let's get
Welcome
back
back
to the show.
to the Who You Know Job
Why?
Networking Show.
Why is
What's-
that?
What you know is important.
Yes, it is. But
Who you know.
Who you know?
it makes a world of difference.
Well, we are back. We've got Marie
Yeah.
Very nice.
Reynolds.
in the house. What's going on,
There we
Marie?
got it.
Hello.
How are you?
I always
I'm
want to say
good.
Marie Calendar.
I
Marie?
know, huh?
Oh, I'm not that good
That's
at
not.
cook.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I bet your husband get good though, can he? See?
Pretty good.
See?
Well,
Mr.
we're excited
Reynolds.
to have you here with us.
Shout out.
You are with Reynolds and Associates, DP Reynolds and Associates.
Yes,
And you are an executive coach.
I am.
So tell me a little bit about what you do and what drives you. Let's get into your story. Like, how did you become a coach?
Good question. I actually started as a registered nurse.
Oh, wow.
And moved into a health and wellness industry.
Mm-hmm.
Did that for about 10 years. And through that, I had the opportunity to train nurses and health coaches on how to educate patients and how to move them through their goals. So in doing that, I also worked with managers and leadership and coached them on how to be better with their soft skills and communication and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So in doing that, I saw that a lot of executives don't spend as much time as they should caring for themselves.
Oops.
So hence the embarkment of my career now, which is executive success and wellness coaching. So it's marrying both executive coaching and wellness coaching to help folks achieve their personal and professional goals.
Excellent.
okay.
Excellent.
So, all right, and I may have this wrong, but by wellness, is that also like, health
It's
and
health,
and fitness and
mind, body, and spirit.
and soul? Okay,
Yep.
perfect. I love that. That's so good because you know what? I'm pretty good with all the business and the mind and all that, but
Right.
the fitness side, that other side, I could use some help on that. I need
Me
to
too, and I've been there for
need
years.
to get back
And
in
it's
the
the
gym.
fitness side and the wellness side that helps us with the professional side.
It really
That's
does.
right.
Anytime
That's right.
I've ever been like, real religious about working out and being in the gym, if it
Right.
like it does. It sharpens your mind
It
too,
does.
your emotions.
Yes.
It keeps
Mm-hmm.
you like sharp.
Yep.
So
It does. Check that
for
out,
for a
Marie.
job
Check
seeker,
that out.
that could be
Very
pretty
nice.
important, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like mindset.
Yes.
Talk to me about mindset.
So mindset, we need to persevere a lot of times through these challenging experiences that we have. It's really about having the grit to
Mm.
withstand,
Love that
and
word.
that's something that's so important now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a
Grit.
mic dropper? The grit?
Grit. Well, I want to hear why grit. Let's talk about grit. Go ahead.
Why grit? Because it helps us persevere during those difficult times.
Ah.
When we are optimally healthy, your grit is stronger. You're able to work through those. If you're tired, if you're not eating well, not exercising to deal with that stress, your grit is not there.
All right, I like that. You go ahead. Go ahead and drop that. Just
Drop
that out.
It's about grit, you guys.
Ready?
Mic drop.
Did you hear that?
Boom.
Did you hear that?
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, you gotta have grit, right?
Yes.
To persevere and to get through the challenges to overcome, right? And that's what for a lot of job seekers, it's about the journey and it is about overcoming.
is.
This is a struggle.
It
Oh
is.
my gosh,
Yeah, it is.
right? So, okay, what would you give? Maybe some tips to a job seeker to say, hey, here's some practical things you can do besides maybe working out. What are some other things?
In seeking jobs, definitely focus more on personal branding
Okay.
than what you think you should. It really translates both in your marketing materials and when you go in to present yourself. When you do get that interview, you have to really know what you want to do and who you are. A component of that still is wellness. When you go into an interview, make sure that you're rested, that you're hydrated, that you've had a good substantial breakfast, all of that stuff. Employers now are looking for healthy folks with healthcare insurance being so high. So, if it's a working lunch or an interview lunch, what do you order for lunch? How are you presenting yourself when you go in? There are many components of it.
Tip, by the way, order something that you don't use your hands, right, for lunch.
Right.
I don't get it.
Well,
When you order a
Something's not real
lunch and you're in a
messy.
business meeting,
Oh.
don't order something that you eat with your hands.
Oh, okay.
Utensils.
No
Utensils.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to shake your sloppy
Barbecue
hand, right?
breakfast burritos.
I'm thinking in a business meeting, like if I'm employed, I'm just gonna do what I got. I'm gonna eat.
Well, yeah.
But if I'm in an interview, I'm not gonna eat.
Right,
Why would
right.
you eat in an
Oh
interview?
my goodness! Unless you bring some for
Sometimes
everybody.
a lunch interview, though.
Okay, okay, so it's like an informational interview, and I'm gonna sit down for lunch. I probably still wouldn't eat anyway. I don't know. I'm not gonna eat in my interview, but I get what you're saying. Don't eat. Don't get barbecue wings.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Sorry, Foster.
I know. Barbecue breakfast burritos? No.
Good.
You can do that.
I'd like to ask the audience that question. Have you ever ate during an informational interview?
Oh, wow.
Maybe you got like a cookie or something. I don't know, but
It
That
happens.
could be. I have a question. So, when you take a look at the whole macro view, right?
Mhm.
Do you think is there? I mean, I know there's a balance, but do you think that there's one area more in particular than others, and maybe tied in with the job search? Like, certainly health is all we've got, really, right? If you don't have your health, you don't have
Right.
anything. But that goes along with physical, physiological, mental. Health in your career, right? Health
Right.
as far as maybe like a business perspective. Is there anything that is maybe more significant than the others for job seekers?
I think it depends on the person and their support group. There's a piece of
right,
that.
Okay. Accountability
Um,
group.
I think that it depends on their field. There are so many components of that. It depends on your baseline. If you're a well person
Mm-hmm.
initially, then you probably have a little bit of a leg up with that.
I guess tied in with that in your coaching, what do you see the most deficiencies in?
Probably for job seekers, it's the stress management and the balance. Sometimes they're not sure how to structure their day if they're out of work.
Oh, that's good. Yep.
It's, I know that I need to do this. However, I'm becoming overwhelmed because I spend 8 hours a day looking for a job and I'm not getting, the results that I hope to get. So it's helping them work through that and balance it and put themselves first in that as far as taking care of themselves at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So are you helping folks kind of organize in that way then? Time
Yes.
management?
Yep. It's very
Right, all that?
individualized. First thing we do is an assessment to understand what are their greatest opportunities
Okay.
to improve so that they can achieve that success. Once we get to that point, it's really baby steps with goal setting to help them accomplish that.
Good. That's great.
And sometimes it's it's folks who are gainfully employed and they're looking to improve their leadership skills.
Right.
Good point.
And we dig down to, maybe if you live by example and do what you're supposed to do, your employees will do the same, and you're just able to better deal with their issues and lead them as a true leader would.
Sure.
so you're really just helping people become the best versions of themselves,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So, and it's not just job seekers, but executives and people
Right.
that are just busy, right? Life's busy and got a lot of things going on. Sometimes I need accountability.
Yes. A
Right.
lot of it is
A
accountability.
lot of
Yes.
it's accountability. We talk about that in the workshop that we teach. Is okay, everybody knows how to lose weight,
Right.
right? Knowledge isn't power, though, right? Everybody knows you diet and exercise,
Right.
but why is it so freaking hard? Because you need accountability.
You do.
You need
do.
somebody to tell you to like get up, go.
You need a partner. Yes.
Yep. And you need somebody to tell you no, you're not going to eat that burger because I like burgers, and Foster likes barbecue. So
Yes, it's a B word.
Burgers and barbecue.
burgers and barbecue. That's what I'm talking about.
And burritos.
We got a couple comments on it. Stephen Swaim agreed. No eating with your hands. Cash Nashery. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, that's good, Cash.
Yeah, the president ordered paninis for lunch, which requires hands, and I didn't touch it. That's funny.
Jermaine White, how are you? Good to see you with us. She says, I've eaten during a real interview with a C-level exec. You do need to be careful on what you order. Definitely. You want to participate and not insult them. That's what she says.
Yeah, Lisa Lowry is with us.
Yeah, Lisa, how are you? We got to see her yesterday at the ABTXY LMNOP event that we were at. I'm just gonna call it like that.
Fail.
Hey,
Fail.
The ABGTQ, whatever.
Lisa says she's in for burgers, barbecue, and donuts.
We also got Matthew Harrington with us. Good to see
Matt,
you here.
the boss.
Yes.
So, Marie, what are some of the ways that people are engaging? Like, are you initially having conversations on like LinkedIn? How are you getting referrals, and who would be a good referral?
Sure. A lot of it actually is my network. So
Your network,
networking
okay.
is so critical. You know that 70+% of jobs are achieved through networking.
Oh, yeah.
So same thing for me as well. A lot of it's through my network. I have met some great people at Frisco Connect and had the opportunity to serve
Y'all
them
hear
as
that?
well.
Awesome.
But yeah, primarily my network at this point.
Okay.
Kevin Bacon.
Well, let's dive into that for just a quick
Sure.
second. So network, that's like your blood supply, right? When
is.
you're in this business. So
2 degrees from Kevin Bacon.
well, there you go. Yeah. What's the separation?
Kevin Bacon, something like
Yeah,
that.
something
yeah.
6
like
degrees of
6 degrees of
separation,
separation.
6
yeah.
degrees, yeah.
We all know each other somehow.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
What are some networking strategies? What have you done to network? What are some things that work well for you? Strategies that help
Sure.
you to connect with people so that you can eventually help them,
Sure.
right?
And this is something that we cover a lot of times too. It's really brainstorming.
Mhm.
You know, who have you worked with in the past? What projects have you worked with? When you're unemployed, a lot of times we're doing volunteer work because you have some extra time. So considering all avenues of people that you know, and then just reconnecting, not being afraid to reconnect. Whether it be through LinkedIn, which is a great resource, obviously, networking through people you know. So networking.
It's all about who you know, right?
It is all about who you know.
So on LinkedIn, you mentioned that. So you're networking on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Have you ever been spammed on LinkedIn? You know what I'm talking about? You connect with somebody and then all of a sudden, like, the message is this long.
Yes.
And you're like, oh my God.
Every other day.
Like, right?
Or you get a
Right.
sales call, yeah.
Right.
And
yes.
you're like, it's like copy, paste, copy. He's just doing that to
Right.
everybody. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. What do you speak to that?
In my outreach or when I receive it?
I hope you don't do it. Please tell me you don't do that.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
you have
good.
to
Marie doesn't look like
personalize. No. You have to personalize.
Okay, there you go.
everything.
Absolutely,
Yes,
you
definitely
do. Communicate,
personalize.
contact, connect.
Yes.
Good. Okay. What would you do if someone spammed you like
and
that?
be genuine too, I think, is a key component of that,
Hello.
because that definitely translates even in the written word. Often I respond with a no thanks but no thanks.
Yeah, good.
Just to let them know that I received this.
Okay.
However, not
Okay.
interested at this time. Good luck to you and
Good.
God bless.
That's awesome. Yeah, 'cause you have the opportunity at that point to assess, right? I see a lot of people, they'll say, well, I'll just instantly, because you have the opportunity, you can block them,
Right.
right? You can add them. You
Right.
can delete them. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do.
Sure.
You have options. And so I'm always curious to see what other people's point of view is.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lady that was trying to sell me something one time, and I just connected with her anyways, and I did the same approach.
Right.
Thanks, but no thanks. But I still connected.
Sure.
And I found out years later I had been making a bunch of videos, and I stopped making videos, and she was like, reached out to me. She's like, why'd you stop?
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how much of an impact those videos had on me.
Oh, wow.
It kept me from committing suicide,
Oh, gee.
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
And I had no idea. Like, I'd been making them consistently for like a year or something
Right.
like that. Anyway.
Well,
But
people come into your lives for a reason.
there you go. Yep,
Mhm.
you people come into your lives for a reason. You're either there to change their life or they're there to change
Right.
yours, right? So
Right. And especially with LinkedIn, with the connections, it may
Uh-huh.
not be you directly, but it may be one of your connections. Never burn a bridge, right?
there you go.
Absolutely. That's why I use LinkedIn every single day. They
Mhm.
call me the conduit,
Love
amongst other things. But
it. You are LinkedIn.
I am LinkedIn.
You're the job father. You are LinkedIn.
Oh, Lord. See what I mean? See what I mean,
nice.
Marie? Yeah.
That's pretty good.
The job father.
Oh, God.
You need to speak with an accent, though. I'm
I've
thinking.
got to find something
You like-
other than this Texas accent that I
You-
got.
the job father. Yeah.
I'm trying to do
No?
the New York thing, oil and, all of that
I
stuff.
can't
you need
really
a voice
do it either.
coach.
I do need a voice coach.
I can do
and I
Chicago.
know one because I've got 1, 2, 3 voice coaches in the network that I'm
Well, there you
connected
go.
with.
What has been one of your most biggest accomplishments in coaching? Any stories that you have where you're like, you know
Good
what, this
question.
person was like completely transformed?
I've had the opportunity recently to coach my mentor,
Ah, that's cool.
which was
Now,
kind of coming full circle for me. It was a gentleman who 10 years ago encouraged me to kind of step out and move into an upper leadership position that I wasn't sure that I was ready for, but turns out that I was. And it was thanks to him that I've found myself in this place now. And then just in networking, reached out to him, and he said, "Hey, I need your services." So I've been working with him, and it's been
That's-
awesome.
Boom.
It's
That
been
is
really
so
great.
cool.
It's been really great.
How cool is that? I really like that. That's awesome. That's very cool. So he helped you get you out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Oh boy.
Comfort zone.
Comfort zone.
comfort.
So
Trevor can tell you about
Are you
comfort
comfortable right now?
I am.
You are. You,
Somewhat. Yes.
zone. We've calmed her down since she's been here. When she first got
Yeah.
here, she was a little tight.
Is it the
was
first
a
time
little
on radio?
It is.
Yeah. How is it so far?
It's
Alright.
good now.
You good? You
It's
calm?
better now than it was. When we
Like in the
started.
very beginning, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Well, yeah.
We're just talking.
She's probably
Yeah,
like,
just
these
talking.
bozos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes it fun. We are the Three Stooges.
Amigos.
Yeah, we've
Right.
got to think of a real catchy name for what we are.
Larry, Moe, and
Curly.
Curly.
No, I can't be Curly because I don't got nothing.
Anyway, so the comfort zone.
Comfort zone. Yes.
What are some things that, like, some areas that you've had to step out of your comfort zone, and what would you tell someone else who may be still inside theirs?
I think you always have to stretch. I'm a goal setter. But one thing with goals, you do need that accountability. So you have to share your goals and always set your goals. They're appropriate and attainable, but a little bit of a stretch. So for me, just throughout my career, I was always comfortable with the group presentations.
Okay.
Mhm.
It was the one-to-one that kind of I struggled with more.
Wow, that's surprising.
One-to-one, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
But in coaching, it's different for me.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just I'm in a different realm when I am with that. So it's been some of the networking that's been the face-to-face one-to-one that's been a struggle for me. But
The Starbucks coffee meeting. And
yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's been good. It's been a good experience, and I've grown, and then I can share those experiences when I do coach and say, hey, there are things that are challenging for me too. It's not as though the coach doesn't need a coach. I have a coach too. So
The coach should have a coach.
the
If the coach
coach-
doesn't have a coach, then what kind of coach are you?
right.
Yeah.
Then you're not coachable, right?
You're not coachable. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's like the business coaches that haven't started a business or run a business.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Marie, would
You
you
gotta have a coach. Coach has a
encourage
coach.
people to step outside of their comfort zone, as we say? Because we always talk about networking, and I don't ever want that word to become trivial, because
Right.
it is very important, and God is in control of who we meet and when we meet them
Sure.
and why we're meeting them. And do people that you coach say, Maria, I'm nervous to get out and network?
Absolutely.
And are you able to talk them into feeling more comfortable with that?
Usually, sometimes it's a lot of practice and giving them conversation starters. That's the biggest piece, right?
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is.
small
It
talk
is.
that we struggle with a lot of times. So it's letting them practice. Just like you spoke about interview practice, you practice for every situation. It's our kids growing up through organized sports. You know, we have a coach for them. We private lesson them. We let them practice. We do all this stuff, and then something as serious as achieving a job, we don't invest as
Or
much energy
networking.
into, or
Yeah.
networking, or any of that.
Yeah, like that's one thing we find a lot is that people spend 20, 25 years at a company behind a desk
Right.
at a cubicle, right? Mark says it all the time. What do you say? Prairie Dog City?
Yep. Prairie dogging.
Prairie
Yep.
dogging. Yep.
Meerkat Manor.
In Cube City, right?
Right.
And-
Meerkat Manor.
And so you spend 25 years doing that, and then all of a sudden you get let go, and everyone's like, you got to network,
Right.
right? And here we are in the job networking show, right?
That's
like,
right.
Right.
And you're like, network? What do you mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
should I go to like this happy hour social or what?
Right.
Like, what do you mean network? And they're terrified,
Right.
Yeah.
and they don't really have a whole lot sometimes, okay, of social skills
Yeah.
that have built up for that. Just
Right.
meeting
Yeah.
a complete stranger and just having that conversation and being able to actually get something out of it that's a mutual benefit.
Right.
Right. And networking is not always about take.
It's not
about
what you can do for me always. Yep.
yeah. But if I can build value in you, you're instantly gonna want to build value back in me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
Thank you, Susan Neese.
who's Susan Neese?
Susan told me that I had a fine twang
Oh,
a while ago.
oh, she's tuning in.
She's tuning in.
Oh.
Susan's with us. Hey, Susan.
Hey, we're getting some great comments here.
We are.
Chuck Vanderweel said, 3 kings of radio.
Hey, there you
There
go.
you
Three
go.
kings.
Hey,
We
we're
three
getting close. You're
kings
getting
of
warm, Chuck.
radio.
Getting warm, my man.
Chuck, what's up, man? All right, guys. Hey, why don't we do this? Let's
Yes.
go ahead and cut to a quick break. Thank you so much for being
Thank
with us. We
you.
really, really appreciate
My pleasure.
you. I
Thank
know you
you.
gotta get out and
The jet, yes.
you got life to live.
Got a
So,
jet.
do.
I like that.
but guys, stay tuned with us. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we got Bob Ernst in the house.
Hey, Bob.
Ernst, you guys are familiar with that last name.
All right, let's go to our audience.
Audience.
Wow.
Stephen Swain called us the
Audience.
Pep Boys.
Yes.
You know, I kind of like
So,
that.
so Tim Werlett said, Manny, Mo, and Jack, the Pep Boys. He said, you guys pep us up and motivate us.
Love it.
I like that.
Mark Lushington Murray.
Mark, we love you, Mark.
He says very inspiring.
You are the man.
All right, guys, so this is the
Get
time
together.
where we're going to give you the shout out. So we want you to check in with us if you're tuning in. I see we got a little over 115 people tuned in. So
Yeah.
check in
Stephen
with us. We want to hear from you.
Swain.
And share that. We got to get this up here, guys.
There's
get
Paul.
the listener audience up.
Lagatula.
Thank you so much for coming. Bye.
Thank you, Marie.
So yeah, go ahead and check in with us. Make sure you're hashtagging what you're looking for. So hashtag IT, project management, QA, accounting and finance, whatever it is you're looking for.
And,
And then-
hashtag where you're listening in from. What
Yes.
area are you listening in from?
Represent your hood.
Here's
Yeah.
the other thing I would like you to do is if there's any, obviously if you're searching right now, you've probably been working with some recruiters, right? Like I would hope
Yeah.
so.
Lisa Lowry just said, I need Java. So you Java guys out there, check in with Lisa and see
Mhm.
Yeah.
what's going on
But
with all
here's
that.
what I was going with that is that if you're searching and you've been interacting with recruiters, why don't you invite the recruiters to the show? So here's how you do that. It's really, really simple. All you
Good
got to do
idea.
is tag them. Just put the @ symbol, right? Like just put @ and then like here, I'm going to tag somebody right now.
Matthew Harrington.
Yeah, man.
Trevor's doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. There. Boom. I just tagged Jessica Campbell, right? So she's one of the recruiters at New York Life. So, guys, what I'm trying to say is all you got to do is if there's somebody that you've been working with lately, right, invite them to the show because here's the deal. The more people,
Right.
the more recruiters we have on the show interacting with you, then good things happen. People land jobs. So,
People have landed jobs right off of this show. Before they even got off of this show, they had interview, and then they're calling in going,
yep.
hey, I got the job.
Yep.
The first one was at Frontier Communications.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
I really do think, and I'm not kidding when I say this because I don't know of anyone else this exists. I think we've had the first jobs that have been landed on a live stream. I don't think that's existed anywhere else. Like,
At
you
least
think about
we
it
certainly don't know about it if it
on,
did.
on a
yeah.
live stream. On a live stream comments, the
Uh-huh.
first job. I thought about that today. I was like, wait a minute. It's pretty cool that, that what happened, but are we the first? Should we go down in like the history books?
If we start bragging about it, if we're not the first, the people that got first is going to come. They're going to come at us.
Let them come at us. I
Yep.
want to know
Yep.
who was the first. If it was us, I want that stamp.
Little bit different topic. I want to throw this out there because of the conversation with Tanya Council. Tanya, hey, I saw you out there. Thanks for tuning in today.
Absolutely.
And I tagged Tanya Allen. Hopefully we can get Lennox International in here next week. But what I do want to say is
That would be good.
thank you for your willingness to, in our discussion, to pay it forward. When she gets to Arkansas, she's going to be in the Little Rock area. She said she will totally start spreading the love and
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
help expand the
Yeah.
network, the Career Search Network.
We
into Little
do
Rock.
not have. We don't have an Arkansas group. We need an Arkansas group.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got comments pouring in like crazy. We got John. He says hashtag operations management. Michelle Jones. Hashtag Garland, she says. Colin Kearns. Hashtag project management. Wanya Ribe, my friend. How are you?
Juan.
Project management.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Hey, Colin.
So, guys, that's awesome. We appreciate you. We just want you to know something real quick, that we absolutely love you. There is no show without you. So thank you
That's right.
for
That's
being
right.
with us. And, you know, it's like the loyal listeners. You guys are here with us every week. And it blows my mind. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you all.
Yeah, seriously.
Dreamwork makes the team work.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
right. Hey, Keith David.
It's
David
bec-
Keith. No,
It's
Keith David.
because of you that we're able to, like, open more doors, right? Like, you tuning in is just awesome. It's creating a lot of buzz. And what it does is, like, when we go to companies like Microsoft and we
Right.
go to these places and they look at this, they go, oh, dang, hold up. There's something going on here.
Yeah.
Right? No, seriously. They
And
go,
it's
wow.
simple. People can invest. It's simple. It's not rocket science here.
Yeah.
All
So anyway, we just want to say thank you. You guys are opening doors for us that allow us to help you. So it's awesome. Really
Yep.
cool.
Let's bring it back. All right, welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show,
Why is that?
where what you know is important,
But
Who you know?
who you know can make all the
it
difference in
will
the
make
job
all
search.
the difference. All
All
of it.
right. We have our good friend here, Bob Ernst.
Ernst.
Bob Ernst. Thank you for joining in
Thank
with us.
you.
And Bob, actually, you hooked us up with
Marie
Marie coming
we work
in.
the same building.
Yeah,
So-
he sure did.
Yeah, thank you
He's
for
hooked us
that.
up with many people when you think about it.
Bob is a member at Stonebriar Community Church as well.
And he's a veteran who flew helicopter.
And he is a Navy veteran officer,
Go
pilot
Navy.
extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
So, Bob, thank you for joining in with us.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a while since we've had you on. I think
Yeah,
it's
about
been
a year.
About a year, yeah.
Yeah.
a year
Has
or
it
so.
been that long?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Bob, you have always been at Frisco Connect. You've been a great part of that group. Talk about paying it forward, man.
Yeah. so
What a
it's
blessing.
Good group. I was just looking for somewhere to volunteer at church, and you know, I
And
sent
that
some-
is your home church.
Yeah. So I sent a couple clients that way, and they were in transition, said it was great, and they needed help. So gosh, it's been about 6 or 7 years ago. Started volunteering there, and been there ever since. Met you guys, and it's been fun. And I tell people, the more you give back, the more it comes back to you. So
Absolutely.
it's been a blessing to me, and it's been great to to help people there and help them connect and land. And then we've actually, our Edward Jones has hired several people out of there, and we just
Yeah.
hired somebody in December.
Did
out of
you
there.
really?
Yeah. So out
Awesome.
of the military also. So didn't realize that's an option, and we're always looking for great people and career changers. And obviously, military is one of those fields we like to look for too.
I think
Yeah,
military is a great transition into the financial services. Like, they're very structured, and I don't know. I think it's a great,
Yeah.
great fit.
Yeah, we're always looking for good skills like that, self-starters, and then,
Yep.
as Marie said, looking for people to get out of their comfort zone. And
Yep.
financial services industry, as you guys know, is hiring and will be hiring the next 10 or 20 years. So
Yeah.
Well, tell us a
Looking great
little bit
people.
about your story too, right? Because you were a Navy pilot for quite some time.
yeah, so did that for 28 years, and then
Wow.
when it came time, it went by quick, and I had to decide, well, do I want to go to the airlines? I'm in a union and start at the bottom again, or and always be behind people. And I love my time in the Navy, and but one of the things I didn't like is everybody got paid the same, and it's just
No matter hard or how little you work,
yeah,
right?
and you got to hope that maybe you get a 3% pay raise if Congress votes you in. I really wanted something where hey, I could just get paid what I'm worth, and if I do well, great. If I don't, then that's on me.
Bob, were you excited to transition out of the military? Do you think most people are, or they get so used to being in the military they expect the civilian world to operate in the same
exactly
like manner?
You're institutionalized. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you've been in the Navy so long, and they tell you, hey, you need to get out and network. And I just remember thinking, what is that?
Exactly.
So we really want to help people, and I think that's why Frisco Connect's such a good group, is that we can help the masses, whether you're in the military or haven't maybe haven't looked for a job in 20 years because you got laid off in your 40s or 50s. So I think that the resources there and connecting people and the pit crew you guys mentioned earlier, and just getting people to network, getting them to get out of their comfort zone, and hey, go where the jobs are, because there's
Right.
more jobs than people right now.
It really is.
And
yeah.
if you're laid off, you're maybe in a dining industry, and it's time
Mhm.
for you to make that leap. And people maybe don't realize, hey, they have the skills to compete in other areas. And,
Right.
hey, a financial advisor is a great field, and Edward Jones is a great company. And I found Edward Jones just by they're always showing up in best places to work and best places for customer satisfaction. So I figured there must have been something to that. Have really good training. We really help people, and then once we get them hired, they'll be wildly successful if they have the grit that Marie was talking
The
about
grit.
in the previous segment. Hey, it's just attitude and activity that Mark talks about
Mhm.
at Frisco Connect all the time. So that's what we're looking for, and we'll help you, and people can connect with me and be glad to help them out as much as I can at Edward Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, Edward Jones, are they a public company, private company?
No, yeah. So we're a Fortune. I think we're 365 on the Fortune 500, and but we're a partnership. So that's the neat thing about it too. So you can become a limited partner in the company. So I did that in my 7th year in the company. So that was nice.
How many years you been with that company?
8 years.
8 years now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's a great opportunity. I always tell people, and come explore it. We usually do recruiting dinners every month and try to help people. And we're doing next one's on March 17th at Cody Ridge Golf Club. So
here's something I wanted to talk about real quick, and maybe you can elaborate on this. So, we see a lot of people that are going, 6 months, 12 months. We had one guy, what was it?
27 months.
27
months, yep.
Right. And, they go, their search is taking longer than it should.
Yeah.
Okay. And, one of the things that we talked to him about is like, hey, you know what, if you looked into this industry, if you started from the get-go, you'd be a year in already.
Exactly.
Your first year is probably the toughest, but guess what? You'd already be through it.
Yep. It gets easier every year, and I tell people, apply. I can't guarantee you'll get hired. I guarantee somebody will contact you. You're not going to be in the black hole, but within about 45 days, you're going to have an answer. Hey, here's your start date, or it's not a good fit for you. And they, like I said, if you've been out of work, hey, let's get you going, and this may be the career path God's pushing you towards.
Yeah, and it might, hey, ultimately maybe it's not the last career you'll have, but like you said, it's there, it's present.
And what I was going to say to that is like, so you're there every Frisco Connect.
Yep.
Well, here's what we found: people will wait until that 6-month mark, until that year mark, and
they're down to the wire.
And they're like, dang, you know what? I just gotta have a job like right now. You know what, Trevor and Mark, I'll come talk to you guys, or hey Bob, I'll come talk to you guys. And that's almost like
too late. Yeah.
You're too late. And not only that, it tells me a lot about like I don't know if you're going to be a good fit. You probably won't be a good fit because,
Yeah, you weren't in it to win it.
You weren't in it from the get-go. So what I would recommend is, guys, like, go explore these opportunities for like soon. Just go look. It doesn't mean that you got to do anything. It's just because it has to be a good fit, right?
Right.
It's a two-way street.
You can always say no.
And here's the deal. Like I tell people all the time, IT is not for everybody. IT is not for me.
No, that's definitely the truth.
Definitely not for you.
Right? So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And financial services is not for everybody.
Right.
It may not be for you. But what Bob's over here saying is, like, come check it out. You're going to get looked at, and maybe it is a good fit. Because if it is, what I can tell you about this industry is it could change your life.
Right.
Like, I mean, absolutely. Talk about that. What are some of the benefits of being in financial services?
Yeah, I always tell people, one of our first core values, the client comes first. And so, you put the client first. Some people are scared of coming into the financial service industry and being a financial advisor. Oh, maybe it seems too salesy. It's really not salesy at all. I tell people you're here to educate people and help them and meet their family's goals and do that. So I just tell people if they want your help them. If they don't, then that's okay. There's plenty of other people you can help. You can only help so many people. So, you just get out there and really find out, know more about your clients, help them out. The more you help them, it's so much fun to see them start meeting goals, get the kids to college, help them get to retirement. So it's been a blessing to me. So I go to work and I get to help people, and I've really been blessed. I've had 2 careers. I got to fly in the Navy, and I get to be a financial advisor.
And then there's those people that'll allow you to integrate into their family. It feels like
Yeah. Well, and you talk about that, and you become friends with them, and they trust you with their money.
That's what I like
they
about
trust
my
you with
job.
everything. So you'll end up stories of people, hey, speaking at somebody's funeral or things like that, being a pallbearer.
You ever had somebody ask you like, advice on like a car or something like that?
Yeah, well, it's interesting you mention that because you build your network, is like Marie was talking about in an earlier segment, is you build your network and you want people to come to you on any financial decisions. So they'll ask you everything.
They will.
And that's a great honor. That people trust you so much to ask you things outside of investments or insurance or whatever it is. So I consider that a compliment, and then you get referrals from those folks too because they really trust you. And they'll
what about training and things like that? Like what does that look like over there, Ed?
Yeah, so first 3 months we pay you to go get all your licenses basically, and then we have great training. We're on the top 125 of the training list every year, and so we got great training first 3 months, you get your Series 766 and a life insurance license. And
Okay,
then
those
after,
three. Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, we send you to our home office for a week of training.
Is that
just
up
to-
in St. Louis?
St. Louis, and then we got a facility in Tempe too. So
St.
yeah,
Louis.
Tempe.
we're
All
in-
right.
Yeah, so we're based in St. Louis, and then
Gates
we'll
Barbecue.
send you there to help you out with how to do appointments, how to prospect, things like that. Learn more about the industry, and we're always coaching you along the way, sending you back to St. Louis or Tempe every now and then for some training. And we have, you'll have a field trainer and a mentor here locally that'll help you. You work out of somebody's office. You have plenty of support. So if you got that fear or just don't know, you got plenty of people to ask. And then we got support from our home office. You can always call, and we have experts up there that you can reach out to at any time.
You said
that can help.
Tempe. What's in Tempe with you guys' company?
We just got a training facility.
A
out
training
there.
facility in
Yeah,
Tempe?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Tempe than St. Louis. Yeah.
They're both fine places.
Yeah.
U of A.
in the winter, at least. In the
Yeah, there you
winter.
go.
Yeah. Now, Bob, there's something that you say continuously, and when you're talking about the career opportunities and everything there, one of the things that really I want to point out is that you'll never get a pink slip.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a recession-proof industry. That's the way you put it, right?
Exactly. So sometimes when the market's going up, people think they don't need you anymore. When the market goes down, they always need you. So as long
Yeah.
as you're running a moral, ethical, and a profitable business,
Right.
I tell people I don't even know where my resume is anymore. I don't update it. I'm going to be at Edward Jones the rest of my life, and I'm happy. I get to help
That's
people.
good.
But yeah, so it's people are always going to need financial advice, so don't worry about people think, oh, robo advisors. That's not for everybody. People want to talk to somebody. They want advice, and like Trevor was saying,
Yeah.
they want to, hey, I need help or I need a referral for this. You're not going to get that from a robot. You're going to get that from a human being. And Edward Jones believes in the face-to-face aspect.
Yeah, the face-to-face isn't going away, right?
Exactly.
No.
I don't
We
trust the
disappear
robots.
as a company if
Okay,
that goes away.
So when I think of advisor, I think like advisor equals trust. That's what, like, if I had to put it in, advisor equals trust, and I don't trust a robot. Just saying, I just don't trust the robot.
Everything doesn't have a formula.
Guys, did you see on the news this morning?
What
The
happened?
Tesla just it was self-driving Tesla.
What?
Like, oh man, flames. Oh,
What?
just
Really?
oh yeah.
boy.
Oh yeah. And they were talking about it, and I'm like, there you go. There's the robots for you.
Did
the
it-
self-driving
did it-
Tesla?
Did it get
Flames.
did it get a virus?
Yeah, it probably got the corona. It got the corona. Oh man. Hey, Bob, what about like work-life balance and things like that?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yep. It's the nice thing about it, I mean, like you said earlier, the first couple years are the toughest. So you're going to be working hard the first few years. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It's hard work. It gets easier as you go along. But even in the early stages, you control your calendar. So if you want to go to your kids' sporting events or things like that, you just put it on your calendar and go, and then realize, hey, you'll have to make that time up some other time. But if you can get through the first couple years, then everything starts getting better and better and better, and every year it gets a little better. And if you by year 4, you'll be golden, and you'll have a book of business of people you're helping that you're like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Where did you work before Edward Jones?
It's at Navy. I just came
That
straight
you were
out.
straight out.
Straight,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a crash course into military to civilian world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It
thank
really
you,
was.
thank you for your service too. By the way,
All right.
thank
Yeah,
you very much for your
absolutely.
service.
Bob-
He's Air Force.
Biggest challenge in your first year. Biggest challenge.
I
Good
think it was
question.
just the resilience of everything. They tell you, hey, go out and meet people and get 25 names and numbers a day and that type of things. And you'll go out some days and work 10 hours and you realize
Metrics.
I didn't make any money. How am I going to survive?
I was busy. I worked real hard.
Exactly. But you just got to realize, hey, you're planting seeds and things that you're doing today may
You're
not
planting seeds.
Yeah.
Yep.
may not come to fruition until a couple years from now. So you just got to go out and just offer to help people.
Were you involved with Tanya Cleaver?
Yeah. So
With her
she's
her
hired
coming
with
up?
us.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't involved
Okay.
in her hiring, but she got hired for
Yes.
us, and she's working.
I know
with us.
she was out in Tempe or may still be out there.
Yeah, she's
but
here
yeah,
locally working in Carrollton. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanya's great. So yeah, success story right there.
Yeah.
Yep, Tanya was in the search. It was actually several months. She had been in the search for several months, and she had engaged with the folks over there at Edward Jones, and she jumped in.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Tanya.
Have you spoken with our friend that works at Aflac? I can't remember her name. I just remember where she works.
Oh yeah, doesn't work there anymore. Yeah.
She doesn't work there
Yeah.
anymore?
White feathers, orange feet.
No.
No,
Close.
not her. Okay.
Close.
Okay.
I hope she's not
All right.
listening. I said close. Jeez.
Hey guys, I do want to bring this up real quick because Chuck just put this the link to that
Tesla
the
crash.
Tesla. No, but I feel really bad now. It was fatal, guys. So
Oh, wow.
Man.
yeah. So
oh no.
anyway,
Oh
yeah.
man.
yeah, that's
See
pretty
that
bad.
link there? Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, anyways, guys, I was saying it, bringing it all up as joke, but
But
you know,
didn't know that.
I know,
part.
but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I feel bad, so just want to let everybody know that. Anyways, that's awful. We hate to hear stories like
What state was that? Where was that?
that.
Mountain View, California.
It was in Mountain View.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Chuck, thanks for sharing that in there, making me feel bad.
Yeah,
today.
thanks, Chuck.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that. Bob, thank you so much for being with us
Hey,
today,
thanks for
man.
having me,
We
guys.
appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
You're always welcome. We really appreciate you. You know, one thing else I wanted to bring up was and highlight. People have asked us before, you know, why, you know, because Mark and I were in financial services, right? And why, you know, they're like, isn't Bob a competitor? And I'm like, absolutely not. Like,
No.
let me
No,
tell
it
you
doesn't
something.
work like that.
Let me tell you something, guys. If it worked like that, shame on us, number one. We're just
Right.
here trying to help people. Bob has a spirit of giving, and we recognize that. I don't care what company
Amen.
he works for. Like, he's always welcome here. He helps people. Yeah, we're in the same industry. So what? They have a different culture, different fit, different company.
And the market is insatiable.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't matter. So,
What?
guys,
There's only a few million people in the Metroplex. I don't know.
yeah, I just wanted to bring that up
Six,
because
yeah.
I've been asked that before. They're like, what, you know, Edward Jones or whatever. I'm like, great. They're an awesome company.
Yeah.
They're a great company. So
Yeah.
what?
And they're helping people.
They're helping
Like
people.
like I said.
Yeah,
they're
Bob's
helping
out here helping the community, so he's always welcome. Anyways, I wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, and then the same thing. We met at church volunteering. And,
Yeah.
You know, why is
Yeah.
there a competition? Hey,
Yeah.
we're here to help people. And
Yeah. We're all in service.
And guys, that's the way it works in the kingdom. These three guys here that I'm looking at, all are children of God, and you know what? It works like that. You ought to just try it. How about that?
Yeah.
Amen.
Blue box, yellow box, you know, it's all the same.
Exactly.
It is.
We're just people. Anyways, guys, so again, thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having me. I
much.
appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you, Bob.
All right, guys, that is our show. It's all about.
Oh, it's who you know.
It's all about who you know. But
Who?
don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to the audience real quick.
No.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, let's do the audience thing.
Yep, we want to talk to the audience.
Susan,
before
are you
we go.
still there? Where's
Yeah, we
Susan?
got a great audience with us. Guys, we want to give you some quick shout-outs before we go, okay? Let's see who we got with us. Chuck, good to see you. Thanks again for
Steven.
putting that link in there, making me feel bad. Kim Williams. Okay, I want to point out Kim real quick. She commented. She said,
Kim,
don't
cool.
wait for everything to be perfect before you decide to enjoy life and find a better fit. Like, I can't say it any better than that. Like, don't wait for everything to be perfect before you
Yeah, if you wait for
decide to
things
make
to
a
be
move.
perfect, you'll never do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Lou says, so you can make a wise, informed decision.
Informed decision.
Right? So you got to make a wise, informed decision.
Neil Parker says, I've spoken to Bob at Frisco Connect. He's a great guy, very nice, willing to talk to anyone if you're interested in financial services. Bob, people love you. People, we know
Yes.
it.
Yeah, they really do.
You need
Bob.
you need to connect with Bob on LinkedIn.
Yep, connect with
Absolutely.
Bob. Guys, before you go, right, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. I want to know what you're searching for. So hashtag IT, project management, whatever it is.
Remember, guys, Trevor is saying that because there are a number of recruiters that are listening in on the show, watching in on the show.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. Is somebody going to watch you on a radio show? I'm showing my age. Never mind.
I mean, we've got a few on us with us right here. We got Matthew Harrington. Good to see you with us. You know, what's crazy is I get the analytics after every show, right? And, you know, there are hundreds, sometimes thousands of recruiters
Yes.
who are watching. They don't always comment
all over
in.
the globe, you guys.
They don't always comment in, but they're watching. That's for sure. It tells me. I got thousands of them. We are two biggest. It's not even the job seekers. That's what's funny. Two biggest of our audience. Guess who they are? Recruiters, salespeople.
And that makes sense.
Recruiters, salespeople, and then job seekers.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we're targeted job seekers.
isn't that
Well,
funny?
I mean, we targeted.
But
job
it's
seekers.
funny because I get salespeople all the time, and they're like, they love the bomb stuff so much, and they come to me. They're like, because we're giving practical tips.
You
and
guys
just
should be
communication.
using that BombBomb platform. You sales guys.
All right, so we got Laura Poole with us, Chuck Vanderweel, Alexis,
Laura, I'm
Murray,
excited about you and Marie
Matthew
being on the show.
Harrington.
Susan Neese.
Yes,
Susan,
we
is
love
Susan
you guys.
still with us? Is she
Mhm.
still there?
I think so.
Hey, Susan.
Gary Gilmore, Allison Jones, Michelle Jones, Tyler Lee. You guys are all great.
We get all the Jones family on it.
Yeah, we got all the jokes.
We haven't had the
We don't got Jerry.
we haven't had Jerry's yet.
Oh, wow.
All right. Howda. Is that how you say it? Howda? Love. I mess names up.
Are we doing that right? Huda?
Huda, howda.
I don't know.
I mess names up, so you're gonna have to excuse me. Healthcare management, she says. If you're a recruiter and you're tuning in, you need to go look at Howda. Okay, she's in healthcare management, human resources. Okay, Heidi Torres, HR generalist. Y'all need to check out Heidi. Let me tell you about Heidi. She's just awesome. Everywhere she goes, she just posting pictures and tagging people. She's doing the right thing. She's out there networking. You see it. I see it all the time on my LinkedIn feed. Heidi, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Garcia, what's going on?
Luis.
Jermaine
Garcia.
White, Laura Poole, Colin Kearns. Hey, Colin.
Colin. Hey, Colin.
Loretta Barr, she says hashtag leadership development,
There's
coaching,
Loretta.
seeking contract opportunities.
There you go, Loretta.
Love it, love it, love it. And then last but not least, guys, what you want to do is just hit that share button on your way out, okay?
Right.
You don't know who this could impact. I talked about this earlier, how I was making videos, and a year or 2 years later, a girl that I had connected with said, why did you stop making videos? That helped me, not commit suicide, right? Like, I had no idea that I was impacting her, had no clue. So something as simple as hitting a share button could go and impact someone's world. It really can.
I got it right.
It really, really can.
I got it right. It was Huda.
Huda.
Huda. Okay.
Huda.
Who dat?
Who dat? Huda. What's
Huda, I
up?
knew they were going to do you like that. I
Yeah. It
had
was
no
coming.
parts of that.
It was coming. It was coming.
Mark Lushington Murray says, I totally agree. Learnt so much on Mondays. I love that. Learnt. I learnt it too.
Yeah, Mark, you are great. Hey guys,
Leah
also,
Rutherford, hey.
while you're at it,
go
connecting
Lee.
with Bob and Marie, if we are not connected, Mark Elder, Trevor Houston, Foster Williams, we know
Yes.
that we've got people that overlap in our networks, but there are some that don't. So be sure to send us a LinkedIn connection. We will connect
Please
with
do,
you.
y'all.
We want to connect with you.
And then make sure you tag every single recruiter that you know. Tag them all.
Yep.
Just tag them. Tag them.
Tag, like, and share.
Hey, Heidi Torres.
Yeah, just tag them in the comments section, right?
What was that I said? Tag, like, and share. Tag, like, and share.
Oh, that you remember what that
years
that,
ago.
that little slip he said of the tongue years ago, and I can't even remember what it.
I don't. What was Shaq? Oh,
like,
yeah.
share, and what did he say?
He said, like, comment, and wait, like,
Shag,
tag and shag.
Like,
tag, like, and tear, or something like that.
Oh man, that's just bad. Don't
Sound like he's on a golf course.
don't
or
say
something.
This
tear.
is a family show.
This is
a family
not.
show.
No, don't
Tim
don't
Moreland
shag
said-
or tear.
Tim Moreland
Don't-
said, "Mark, put your cowboy hat on before using that word."
Oh man, oh man. Yeah, hey, Trevor made me buy a Bears jersey, and so I bought one.
Oh, he
A
made
Bears
you
jersey.
do that?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
and the week later, the dude got cut.
Cowboys, not Bears.
Cowboys.
Des
yeah.
Bryant. Des
Yeah.
Bryant's trying to come back, bro.
He ain't coming
Des
back.
Bryant is trying to come
He
back.
is.
Didn't he hurt
He
his
ain't
leg
coming
or
back.
something?
Yeah.
Last season, yeah.
Okay.
This is us just rambling, guys. The owner of the
We do that
studio.
well, don't we, Laura Poole?
The owner of the studio is looking at us right now, like,
Yeah.
get out.
He's sighing very heavily.
Yeah,
right
he's
now,
like, get
so.
out of here. Get out. Get out of my studio.
Heidi Torres says, if you're in Denton, come and have dinner with her at Chipotle.
Love it.
Oh, Chipotle. All right.
Chipotle, yeah.
All right, guys, that is the show. We're just going to get the heck out of here before we get kicked the heck out of here, all right?
Surely we're going to get canceled, y'all.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's the show. It's all about
Who ya know.